Today we are going to learn how to mat a piece of art. This works good for these boards because they're so thick. We can add a little frame around it. We can't usually glue these boards to a flat surface, so I'm going to make one of these frames. You're going to need to measure your art. So with this ruler, the little mark is 0, and with this other ruler, the end of the ruler is 0. Pay attention to that. This art is 9 inches by 12 inches. I have to subtract half an inch, so that would be 8.5 by 11.5. And that's going to be the size of my hole. So I'm going to take the size of my hole, and I'm going to add 4 inches to each of those dimensions. That is going to tell me that's going to tell me how big the outer edges of my paper are. So I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to cut it to 12.5 by 15.5. Now I have to measure 2 inches. I'm using a marker, but you're going to use pencil. 2 inches there, 2 inches there, and I'm going to connect those 2 dots with my ruler and draw a line. I'm going to go around the page and do the same thing. So I'm going to make a 2-inch mark here and a 2-inch mark a little further down. Connect those 2 points with my ruler and then draw a line. Again, I'm going to just keep doing this all the way around until I have a drawing of where I need to cut the hole. Alright, so this is where I'm going to cut the hole. I'm going to check, lay my artwork on it, make sure that the artwork overlaps the lines. We don't want the artwork to fall through the hole, so we got to line it up and try it out. This looks good. My hole now is 11.5 by 8.5, but my art is 9 by 12, so the outside edge is 15.5 by 12.5. Now I'm going to take an X-Acto knife to cut the hole. You can untwist this and pull out the tip if it's too dull. When you put it back in, twist it and then tighten it. Hold it like a pencil and press with your pointer finger downwards. I've got a cutting mat underneath my surface. Do not cut your work on the table. Always put something down there. Hold your knife kind of straight up and down. If you have it at an angle, your lines will be crooked. Keep your fingers out of the path of the blade. Then you're going to pop that little piece out of the hole, and I got stuck here a little bit. I can take the X-Acto blade and kind of like fix that little spot. Okay, now I have my frame. I can lay it on top of my art, get my positioning just right, and flip it over. I need to run tape all along the edges of this piece. I'm going to use the wide tape, and I'm going to lay it so it's kind of half and half. Press it down all the way, and I'll just put that wide tape all along the whole edge of the whole piece, and that will keep it securely attached to the frame. Turn it over, take a look. I'm going to put my label in the bottom right hand corner here and ready